Major multi-billion-dollar investments were actioned by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness last week. Chief among them is the Westland Port Expansion Project and the Kingston Freeport Terminal. Dr. Holness broke ground on Thursday and also witnessed the signing of the $80 million agreement between the Port Authority of Jamaica and the Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited.
The second phase will follow without delay upon the completion of the first. This is a strategic expansion. By reducing vessel waiting times and increasing cargo throughput, we are positioning Jamaica to capture a greater share of global shipping activity and cement our place as a logistics leader in the region.
Still in Kingston, Dr. Holness participated in another groundbreaking and signing ceremony, this time for the provision of 7 housing units at 35 Hibiscus Avenue under the new social housing program.
The time allotted for construction is 6 months. I've said to the contractor that we can do it in quicker time. So I'm going to charge him to get it done in 3 months.
The Prime Minister then headed to St. Elizabeth on Friday, where he kick-started the development of the $26 billion Pedro Plains Irrigation Expansion Project. He said the project represented a major investment in national food security and economic growth.
The Pedro Plains Irrigation Expansion Project will bring 4,000 hectares of land, some of Jamaica's most fertile land, under irrigation. It will benefit up to 6,000 farmers and households. We are independent. We are strong. And we have what it takes to fulfill the CARICOM dream of prosperity for all our people.
That was the vision expressed by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness to the heads of government of CARICOM in his capacity as chairman. The occasion was the 49th regular meeting of the Conference of the Heads of Government of CARICOM, held in Montego Bay last week under the theme People Partnerships Prosperity, Promoting a Secured and Sustainable Future. In relation to partnership, Dr. Holness beseeched CARICOM to tap into underexplored territories, especially on the African continent.
Global progress is built on networks of trust. We need stronger ties within CARICOM and with strategic global partners in Africa, North and South America, Europe, Asia, the Pacific, and the Middle East. Our trade with Africa, while growing, remains below 1% of CARICOM's total global trade, and below 0.1% of Africa's total trade volume, signaling that there is a vast untapped opportunity for us to explore and pursue.
With that said, Jamaica is now a signatory to the Afri-Exim Bank CARICOM Partnership Agreement, with access to a pool of $3 billion for interventions across key sectors, including tourism, health, renewable energy, and trade.
This is instrumental in paving the way for the bank's commitment of increased resources to the region. We must now work to create practical mechanisms for trade, including settlement in local currencies, promoting cross-listing on regional stock exchanges, and harmonizing standards to reduce non-tariff barriers.
It was also announced that the foreign affairs ministers of Jamaica and Barbados had been tasked with leading a new trade task force to review how member states could begin using non-tariff barriers to boost intra-regional trade.
Our response must include accelerating intra-regional trade under the CSME to reduce over-dependence on any single market. We are meeting with and lobbying with the United States on a regular basis, and that we have engaged the U.S. Trade Representative, and we are working on your behalf to get the best results.
On the matter of financing, Dr. Holness said CARICOM would continue its advocacy of international partners for the implementation of outcomes agreed under the Seville Commitment at the 4th Conference on Financing for Development.
Chief among these are the actions needed to close the $4 trillion SDG financing gap and advancing a multilateral ecosystem which is more inclusive, representative, equitable, and effective. Importantly, the conference secured reaffirmation of the special circumstances of small island developing states and the Abbas agenda.
The 49th Heads of Government Conference also found Prime Minister Holness leading discussion on increasing the pace of implementation of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy CSME.
I'm pleased to share that we are now moving from applying administratively the Protocol on Enhanced Cooperation, which all member states have signed, with now 4 countries, Barbados, Belize, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dominica, reiterating their willingness to implement full free movement under the protocol starting October 1, 2025.
Dr. Holness assured that Jamaica was committed to implementing full free movement in accordance with the treaty amendments and was examining ways to speed up the process.
Jamaica remains fully committed to the ideals of regional legal cooperation and to strengthening the institutions that uphold justice across the Caribbean community.
That assurance was given at the swearing-in of Justice Winston Anderson as the new president of the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ.
We believe that the Caribbean Court of Justice, under this new leadership, will continue to inspire confidence, protect rights, and shape a region where justice is accessible, relevant, and transformative.
Prime Minister Holness also addressed reparations, pointing out that CARICOM strongly supported Jamaica's move to submit a formal petition to King Charles III on the legality of slavery and Britain's obligation to provide reparations.
Through the use of this legal route to challenge the historical legality of slavery and assert claims for reparations, this petition will mark a watershed moment for CARICOM and the broader global movement for reparatory justice.
Moving on to regional security, this was the charge by Prime Minister and Chair of CARICOM, Dr. Andrew Holness.
We must dismantle the influence of gangs in our communities, disrupt their financing, and cut off access to weapons.
Dr. Holness stressed that regional security also hinged on restoring stability in Haiti and pledged to intensify efforts to ensure the country's deepening crisis remained at the forefront of global attention.
We cannot be true to our principles in CARICOM if we do not redouble our efforts in the international community to garner support for the mission in Haiti. We cannot leave our brothers and sisters in Haiti at the mercy of gangs.
In the meantime, Dr. Holness said Interpol would be pursuing greater collaboration with CARICOM in the fight against transnational organized crime. In a meeting with Interpol's General Secretary, the Prime Minister informed that partnerships were being forged with agencies and institutions in the region to strengthen border security and disrupt criminal networks.
The opportunity for us to discuss with you how we can strengthen our cooperation and collaboration, particularly in institution building, is of great importance.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.